What's going on, guys? It's Cimoooooooo. So today we're going to be cracking open a box of the brand new side set King's Court. A lot of people have been waiting for this set. This set's interesting because the actual contents itself for like the core set leave a little bit to be desired, I feel. But what's fascinating is that the collector's rares, I really feel, buff up the value of this set. Not to mention there are the Ultra Millennium Rare Egyptian Gods in here as well. This is obviously coming out right after the release of the new Egyptian God structure deck, and the two are meant to sort of go hand in hand, obviously paying homage to the throwback of the Jacks, Queens, and Kings Knight from the anime, for anyone who remembers that. And so, while those cards are really cool, they're definitely more, you know, casual nostalgia bait. The effects seem like they could be really good, right? But, you know, I just don't think they're going to be good enough. Unfortunately, from the competitive perspective, what I am excited about, though, is definitely those collector's rares, and so that's what we're going to try and go for here today. Obviously, I like to support my local game store here in town, We Play Games, and get a box to support them, but also, too, this is a way that you guys don't have to spend any of your money, and we can just enjoy in the box opening experience together. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. We always start on the right side here, and let's hope for the best. I'm hoping to get something really good here, and let's see if we can keep the trend of collector's rares continuing. I got one in the last time we did one of these side sets. Oh, there's the nostalgia right there for the Queen's Knight. Man, I remember in the anime when these cards came out, these were so iconic. Like, everyone remembers these, and when Yugi got to pull them off, it was so sick. Here's a Pendulum Xyz. Golden Eyes Idol. I love this retrain for the Thousand Eyes Idol, and this is one of the things I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that we get to do just absolutely ridiculous, silly stuff like this, and yeah, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! At its finest, ladies and gentlemen. It's great. We have a ZW Ultimate Shield, a Rescue Rabbit, and a Wicked Dreadroot, and there's our holo. It is XYZ Hyper Cannon. Not Xyz Hyper Cannon. This is actually the XYZ because it's paying homage to the good old XYZ Dragon Cannon. We can go ahead and put that right there and move on to our next pack. Remember, guys, if you are going to buy any singles or sealed product from King's Court, I've got affiliate links you can use in the description. Give you 5% off for using code Cimoooooooo5. So you might as well save some money for absolutely free if you're going to buy this or any other product for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any card game for that matter. But let's go ahead and move on. Wind Up Zenmayo, pretty decent reprint. This was actually like I think like a $10 card because it's only had like one printing. So that was cool. Duality doesn't need a reprint, but it's in here. Anyway, Zolga the Prophet. I'm kind of shocked they didn't put some of these cards in the Egyptian God deck because it kind of seemed like they would want to just go all out with the Egyptian God theme. Majestic Dragon, this is for Dawn of Majesty, and this card was getting expensive very quickly as well. Cloud Castle's in here. Number 39 Utopia. This comes collector rare, and that is actually a gorgeous collector's rare if we can manage to snag one. So let's hope for the best. Chao Fang is the super. Chao Fang's also a decent reprint as well. That was about like $10. Just some actually very decent reprints, but the problem is you're not getting value out of those reprints because the value of these cards are going to be just pennies from compared to what the other reprints used to be. So it's good if you need the cards, but it's not good if you're looking to get your money back out of the set, if that makes sense. M7's a cool one. We have Stardust Xiaolong. This is another card for Dawn of Majesty that a lot of people were buying out, so it's cool to see that. Gravekeeper Spy, I still think would have made a very cool collector rare, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Reinforcement on the Army, on the other hand, is in here as a collector rare, and that may be the most expensive card in the set, bar the Egyptian God cards, because collector rare Rhoda would look nice. Ties of the Brethren, Wicked Avatar, and Rose Princess for our super rare. Moving on along here. I also just love this set because it's like red, purple, and black. Those colors just go together so well. Eternal Bond, Queen's Knight, another Pendulum Xyz, another Golden Eyes Idol, another Ultimate Shield, another Rescue Rabbit, and there is Hyper Galaxy for the super. I think that actually comes collector rare as well. Bit of an odd choice on that one, but there are some people who would like to get that, so I guess it's not too surprising. Utopia Ray. Oh my god, Rivalry of Warlords actually comes collector rare too. I can't believe I called some of these that were actually the collector rare when I did the video covering this set a few weeks ago, and this is gorgeous in collector rare. Really cool. There's the Arcana Knight Joker. There's the Arcana Extra Joker. That's kind of funny. ZW Leo Arms. This was another card that was expensive for no reason. A Zolga and a Crystal Girl. Another one of those OCG imports that we just never managed to get our hands on. All right, Wicked Dread Roots, M7, Xiaolong, there's another Spy, Reinforcement of the Army, Ties of the Brethren, and Tindangled the Holes. You know, one of the greatest names for a Yu-Gi-Oh card ever. I love when they do that. It's just so fun. They probably think they're just so clever, but let's go ahead and move on. It's just so weird that a Tindangle's in here. I know it's an OCG import, but it is what it is. Unexpected Die. I thought that would make a cool collector rare as well, but I don't think that it is. CW Tornado Bringer. There's a Dowsing Fusion. Another Wicked Dreadroot, a Pendulum Transfer, and there is Face Card Fusion. This is actually one of the new cards. This is what allows you to go into a Light Warrior Fusion specifically from your extra deck, and you can actually use one of the Kings, Queens, or Jack Knights from your deck, I believe, and so that's what makes this kind of cool. I wish they just went all out and made it shit all fusion. Like, it wouldn't have been that broken. It's because, like, these cards aren't insane, so I really wish they would have gone there, but it is what it is. So only a few packs left on this right side here. Looks like we got 5 or so, and it looks like we're starting to get a lot of duplicates on the rare front. The good thing is it looks like you're always going to get a place. Oh my god, I mean, that kind of ruined it, but all right, well, there's the big hit in the non-collector rare department. We got a copy of Lightning Storm. These are actually semi-frequent, I would say. You're not always guaranteed to get one of these, of course, but they're not like incredibly short print, at least from the initial reports that I've seen of the set. And every time I see a side set and they reprint something crazy like this, I always get concerned, but that's a really good hit. These Lightning Storm reprints, while they're still going to be expensive, Lightning Storm was like a $100 card, and so these reprints are sitting currently at about 50 to 60 bucks, and I'm not going to complain. That basically pays for the box in a nutshell, so that's pretty good. We're going to put that off to the side here. No complaints. It was a little bit weird that I accidentally pulled it, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. There's an Eagle Claw. There's a King's Knight. We haven't seen the big boy there. I think we still haven't seen Jack's Knight either. Utopia, Zenmayo, Infinite Cards. This is funny because they're thinking you're going to have a bunch of cards in your hand because a lot of the new Joker cards can add themselves back to your hand. And so that's why they printed that in there. That's kind of funny. And there's White Rose Cloister for the Super. Very pretty art on this. Look at the foiling. I love that rainbow. It's just very, very nice. There's something just about Yu-Gi-Oh art, man. I don't know what it is, but it gets me every time. There's a Zolga, there's a Die, there's an Eraser, a Tornado Bringer, Dowsing Fusion, Dreadroot, and Fortune Tune. This is a nice little card for anyone who just really wants to stall out, maybe win some games in time if you're playing in any tournaments now. All right, second to last pack on the right side here. There's a Warrior Returning Alive, another Stardust, a ZW, a Cloud Castle, Converging Wishes, there's a Rescue Rabbit, and there's Court of Cards. This is another one of the new cards. I wanted to see the artwork on this up close. The artwork's really cool. I mean, this is just super nostalgic here. The effect is, it's okay. I think it's neat that you're able to cycle a bunch of cards out of your hand for new ones to mitigate the fact that you have to play the Jacks, Queens, and Kings Knight in the deck. You can possibly maybe draw for some hand traps, things like that. Problem is you're banishing the cards that are pieces of your engine that are kind of necessary to make it work. And so that does kind of suck, but cool artwork. And, you know, if you're playing the deck, you're, you know, maybe going to play at least one of that card just because it's not the worst, but it's not fantastic. All right, last card on the right side here. Pendulum Transfer and Eagle Claw. Second King's Knight, there we go. Utopia, Zenmayo, the Infinite Cards, and a Magnet Induction. For anyone who plays Magnet Warriors, this card's actually, like, kind of good. So that's pretty nice. I don't know if it's, like, the best Magnet Warrior support, but the first time I read that card, I actually thought it was pretty nice. All right, left side now. We got a Lightning Storm, so, I mean, pretty good start. Can't really complain. We've gone through about all the rares at this point, except for, I think, Jack's Knight. It's funny how that's been the case. There's a Hyper Galaxy. Can we get that collector rare? I mean, we already got Lightning Storm, so like this box has already been pretty good, but if we can also follow it up like that, that would be nice too. Castle, there's Queens and King's Knight in the same set. That's kind of cool. There is a Majestic Dragon, and there is a second copy of Magnet Induction. Well, you can always rest assured you're going to get almost playsets of every single rare, although we have been missing a few. I think we've only seen one duality. That might be the first box show we've seen, so maybe not. There's a Utopic Future. That wasn't actually too expensive for the new Utopic Future Dragon that's in here. And, there's a duality. Speaking of which, Avatar and... Oh my god! Hell yeah! The collector rare streak continues with a collector rare Rivalry of Warlords. Oh my god, look how good that looks. It just makes me miss those old Ultimate Rares that had the textured foiling on them. They don't make them like they used to, but collector rares quickly going up there is one of my favorite rarities. Oh my god, look how clean that is. That's definitely going in the collection for sure. That is just super, super nice. Wow, this box is insane. This might be one of the best box openings I've ever done. Anyone who knows the channel for any bit of time knows that my box opening luck is terrible. It is awful. It is like the worst box opening luck you can imagine. So the fact that we've got the best card that isn't a collector rare and now a collector rare on top of it, oh man, we're living the dream, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what you could hope for. Ties of the Brethren, and a Wicked Eraser, and a Joker's Knight too as well. Oh my god. I love the artwork on this card. This card is so sick. I also love too, it's very thematic because it literally says on the box, the Joker's wild, and that's literally because he is wild. He counts as any Jacks, Queens, or King's Knight if you need him to, and the fact he has this sort of Magician's Soul sort of effect, he can add himself back to your hand. This card has so much potential. I feel like it's just shy, but you know, the fact you have to play the Jack, Queens, and King's Knight is probably the biggest drawback when it comes to it, but super, super sick rip. Happy to see it. This has been a box, dude. I don't know how this can get any better. This is crazy. The only way this can get better is if we get one of the Egyptian gods. I think those are like one per case, so every 12 boxes. And if that's the case, like I'm done. Like I just retire from box opening at that point because it's all downhill from that point, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, it might be all downhill from here anyway because anyone who is a longtime fan of the channel knows my box opening luck is not nearly this good. I'm always telling you guys to buy single cards because my box opening luck is the representative of the average person. So just remember, this is purely, you know, fortunate circumstances. You're not going to get this lucky. Go watch every other box opening on my channel and you will see that you will not be this lucky. It is just unreal. Thunderspeed Summon for the holo though. This card is pretty cool. There's some neat things you can do with this. I think you can actually get Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere mode, which is kind of neat. And if your opponent actually has the requirements, you can just dump it on him. So that's kind of cool. There's some neat little tricks with that card and I kind of like it. Once people pointed that out to me, I'm like, okay, that card's actually pretty good. Man, I'm shocked. I still cannot. There's the Jack's Knight finally. Took long enough. Another Right Rose Cloister. And yeah, I'm just shocked. I cannot believe this box has been as good as it is. This is crazy. This is so, so good. Okay, there's the third pot of duality. So it looks like we've got just about playsets of every rare at this point. So hopefully that's the case for you as well. There's a number 49 Fortune Tune. Only about 4 packs left here. We can probably just speed it up along and wrap this one up. Gotten about everything at this point. World Legacy Guard Dragon. That's a nice little reprint. Those were hitting about $10 to $15 because they only had, I believe, one reprint. And it was actually a rarity upgrade because I think it was in the Mega Tins. They came in at Secret previously from Ultra. And so that makes that card a little bit more accessible. But Dragon Link is kind of a dead deck. So I don't think it matters all that much. Now, Joker's Wild, like the artwork on these cards is so sick. This card's, again, okay. But, you know, it's just going to go with the whole archetype. I actually take that back. Dragon Link isn't completely dead, by the way. It's just definitely nerfed with the loss of LP and the limitation of Striker Dragon, but it's still playable. It's just not nearly as good as it used to be. Lost a lot from those two cards getting hit. All right, second to last pack, there's a Scrap Twin Dragon, a very random reprint, but this was another card that was expensive just solely due to its lack of reprint. Last pack, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exceptional opening. I could not ask for anything else at this point. If we get anything else crazy, I'm just going to be done. There's the other Jack's Knight. Okay, so now they're all starting to come together. It'd be really cool if we got a Queen's Knight in this pack too, just to get all three of them in one. Let's see what it is. Wow, it's a Dolka. It's an ultra rare for the last one. Okay, that's not too bad. Dolka was another card that was getting pretty expensive for Dino players, actually, because it only had, I believe, 1 or 2 printings. And so getting a reprint in here, it just makes it more accessible for anyone who wants to play Dino. Not bad. Not bad at all. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for the opening. I mean, this has to be one of, if not the best box opening I've ever done on YouTube. But I always tell you guys this. This luck is not representative of the majority of people who are going to open this product. And so, yes, while I got lucky, you can watch the other 500 openings I've done on YouTube at this point, and you can see just how good my luck is in those boxes, because let me spoil it for you, it's not that great. This is why I tell you guys to buy the singles. Yes, it was great that I got a Lightning Storm and a collector rare, but I would rather just go out and get those cards that I want specifically, not gamble my money away hoping that I'll actually get them, so that way I'll be happy with what I get and disappointed with what I don't. Again, I have links down in the description so you guys can get 5% off your order regardless of what it is, so that way you're going to get to save a little bit of money, and it also helps directly support the channel at the same guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video as always, subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content, and if you found this video entertaining, consider supporting me on Patreon for exclusive early one-day access to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh Progression Series, and now Sealed Showdown. Thank you all so much for watching again, and we will see you next time.